TV. This is Sky Talk Football, your home for top-tier football news, deep analysis, and the latest transfer drama. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. Studio microphone. What if I told you 5 years ago that Manchester United and Manchester City, two clubs who once had very different transfer philosophies, would be going toe-to-toe in a £40 million battle over a once overlooked Premier League gem? Sounds unthinkable, right? But here we are, and this transfer saga could define the summer for both clubs. Let's break it down. Studio microphone. Let's rewind a little. Just a few years ago, Manchester United and Manchester City were living in two different transfer worlds. City, under Pep Guardiola, had created a near-perfect scouting and recruitment system, a conveyor belt of talent entering the Etihad, with players like João Cancelo, Ruben Dias, and Rodri setting new standards. Meanwhile, United, they were splashing cash without a clear plan. Names like Alexis Sanchez, Harry Maguire for £80 million, and Donny van de Beek didn't quite hit the mark. The Red Devils were accused of being reactive, chasing stars rather than building systems. But now, something has changed. United are refining their approach under Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe's leadership, and they're looking for smart, strategic signings. That's why this £40 million battle is so fascinating. Studio microphone. So, who's the player causing such a stir? None other than Eberechi Eze, the Crystal Palace playmaker who's turned heads with his dazzling feat, creativity, and versatility. At 26, Eze is entering his prime. He had a fantastic season for Palace, scoring goals, creating chances, and earning an England call-up. His ability to glide past defenders, play across midfield, and unlock tight defenses has attracted major attention. Both Manchester clubs see something in him. And crucially, he has a release clause believed to be around £40 million. That's a bargain in today's market, especially for a homegrown Premier League talent. Studio microphone. Let's talk United first. Erik Ten Hag is desperate for creativity. Bruno Fernandes can't carry the entire load, and there's still uncertainty around Mason Mount's form and fitness. Eze offers something different. Someone who can operate in tight pockets, break defensive lines with a dribble or pass, and take the pressure off Bruno. United are also looking to shift their transfer policy. No more overpaying for big names. They want players with potential resale value, Premier League experience, and a proven work ethic. Eze checks every box. Plus, United know this deal can be done quickly. That £40 million release clause removes the lengthy negotiation phase. And after a frustrating few summers, fans want United to be more proactive. Eze would be a signal of intent. Studio microphone. Now for City. And you might be asking, do they even need him? Well, City are planning for the future. Bernardo Silva could still leave, Kevin De Bruyne is entering his twilight years, and they need new options in attacking midfield. Eze wouldn't walk straight into the starting 11, but he'd be developed, the Pep Guardiola way, to eventually take over those key creative roles. And let's not forget, City love to weaken their rivals by snapping up talent before others can. Think of Jack Grealish's £100 million move. With Eze, they get a top Premier League player for less than half that price. Plus, City's homegrown quota is always under the microscope. Eze would help them meet that, too. Studio microphone. Now here's the twist. Just 5 years ago, this scenario would have been unthinkable. United weren't shopping smartly. City were focused only on global elite talents or developing their own stars like Phil Foden and Cole Palmer. A Crystal Palace midfielder. Not on their radar. But now, both clubs are scouting smarter. They're both looking for value, versatility, and long-term upside. And in a way, it's a sign of how competitive football has become. No more guaranteed success by throwing cash around. We're witnessing a reset in English football's transfer strategy, and Eze could become the symbol of this shift. Studio microphone. So who's in the driver's seat? United may have the stronger sporting need. They can promise more minutes, a starring role, and perhaps even a team built around Eze's skill set. But City have the trophies, the structure, and Pep Guardiola. For a player like Eze, who wants to develop into one of Europe's best, the chance to be molded by Pep could be irresistible. Also, City can wrap up deals fast. If they want him, they'll trigger the clause and get it done. United, with their internal restructuring, might take longer to act, and could miss out. Studio microphone. Reactions from fans have been pouring in. Red Circle United fans are excited. They see Eze as a smart signing who fits the new vision. No more expensive flops, just technically gifted players who can grow into stars. Blue Circle City fans are intrigued. Some say he's perfect as a rotational option, others think the money should be spent on a bigger name. But one thing's clear. Both sets of fans recognize how good Eze is, and that whoever lands him will be pulling off one of the deals of the summer. Studio microphone. To wrap it all up, Manchester United and Manchester City battling over Eberechi Eze for £40 million marks a turning point in modern transfers. It's no longer just about who can pay more, it's about who offers the best project, the best development path, and the clearest vision. And if this deal goes through, it could tilt the balance in the Premier League just a little more.